Roggenrola Comm Day is going to be this weekend. I hope you guys are ready to fully maximize out on this day. So with all that said, you know what time it is. Welcome to the Trader Club. Here we go. Welcome back, everybody. Let me know in the comments below, are you guys excited about Roggenrola Comm Day in Pokemon Go? Because it is going down this weekend, so I'm gonna help you guys max out on the complete event. So this event is gonna go down on Sunday, September 18th from 2 until 5 p.m. local time. The time change has gone into effect for the beginning of the fall and then winter for the United States. So just remember, it is gonna be changed up. So then also from 5 until 10 p.m. there will be Boldore making its way into 4-star raids. You're gonna have to go after this Pokemon if you want to extend Roggenrola Comm Day, because around the gym, if you do complete that raid for 30 minutes, you will get Roggenrola spawns, which can contribute to high IV shiny Pokemon. But the best thing for you guys to do is to go after these specific Pokemon. And this event has a ton of bonuses. There's going to be increased spawns. There's going to be quarter egg hatch distance, which we will check out in a tip. There's going to be 3-hour lure modules, whichever lure module you use. There's going to be 3-hour incense. There is going to be 2 times catch candy. There's going to be 2 times the likelihood of getting XL candy. And then if we compound it with the mega that's going to be in a tip, is going to help you get even more XL candy for this Pokemon. There will be 1 additional special trade, and then trades will cost 50% less Stardust. So if you are saving a specific Pokemon that you don't have the shiny, your friend doesn't have the shiny, you guys are lucky friends, this would be a great time to complete that to save you on some Stardust, because 40,000 would that become 20,000 for best friends. So Boldore into Roggenrola will receive Meteor Beam, and we will check out that Pokemon when we are going to check out the field research that's going to come out on the night of Comm Day. So definitely look out for that video on Saturday night. All right, so with that said, let's jump into my top tips, starting off with tip number 1. Tip number 1 is going to be focused around the items that we do need for this event, guys. We want to make sure we maximize. My goal for you guys is always to get the most out of the bonuses, but also get the most out of the Pokemon that is being featured, so you never need to catch another one of these again. And how is that going to happen? You're going to need Ultra Balls and Great Balls. You're going to need to play hard for 3 hours. I would say combination of Ultra and Great is 750. That's my preference for you guys. If you do have a smaller bag, what you're going to have to do is focus heavily on Ultra Balls. Delete probably all your Great Balls, all your Pokeballs, and then you're going to have to focus on a few golden raspberries and some pineapple berries, and most of your bag is going to have to get cleared out. You're going to have to be very strategic with your bag here. Put your rare candy into the mythical Pokemon that you cannot raid for. That's what I would suggest doing. That's how I would manage a smaller bag. And then finally, clear out your bag. Have at least, if you can, 1,000 spaces open. That's always my goal for Comm Day. But at the same time, if you have a smaller bag, you're just gonna have to manage this a whole lot easier, which I will help you out with PvP IVs, kind of the general vicinity and everything like that. So with that said, that's everything you need for the items, the bag. So let's get into tip number 2. Tip number 2 is going to be all about the bonus. We have the quarter egg hatch distance, which is amazing in this game. This is going to be one of the biggest tips for you guys. Number 1, going with 12 kilometer eggs. To get the most Stardust, you hatch them, you put the incubators on after the event starts. Then you hatch all those 12 kilometer eggs, and then what you're going to do as soon as those hatch on a star piece, make sure to do that to get that extra Stardust, you are then going to start opening gifts, because the metal event will have Riolu, it will have Galarian Stunfisk, and it will have Galarian Meowth, and a couple other Pokemon in the egg pool. So might as well go after trying those eggs out as opposed to just getting random eggs after you hatch all those 12 kilometer eggs. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I suggest you guys do. And then let's not forget to stack up friendship XP, because everybody plays Comm Day. Let's be real. If you actually play Pokemon Go, for the most part, you are playing Comm Day unless you have some type of contradiction in your schedule, which you actually can't play. But this is a great time to rank up. So I always suggest, and you guys hear me in all my videos, to start ranking up with all your friends all the way up until Comm Day. And then Comm Day is when you do hit multiple friendship bonuses on 1 lucky egg, because so many people are playing. So that's an amazing thing to do as well. And then right up front, as the event starts, remember, we are going to need premium items as well. So I'm suggesting 1 star piece, 1 lucky egg for the eggs, 12 kilometers for the star piece, and then for the friendship bonuses for the lucky eggs. And then finally, let's talk about one more thing, which is going to be incenses. Obviously, an incense is going to last for 3 hours, but we are also in the steel event. So I love this steel event. I think it's a great event. I would suggest that you guys maximize out on your incenses. If you're in a really densely spawned area, what I would suggest doing is not putting an incense on until the end of the event, because then you get all of the steel type spawns for 24 hours, because that's what you can do if you put all your incenses on before 5 o'clock. But if it goes after 5 o'clock, they're only 1 hour long. Or if you want the Comm Day going on and then you want 21 hours worth of incense spawn, what you can do up front is put on a grand total of 8 incenses, and that will be 24 hours. 3 will get eaten up by the Comm Day, and then you get 21 hours additionally going from there to be able to get you all the way. So, I mean, honestly, you're winning either way, and since they have changed the Comm Day, obviously you will be sleeping for some of that incense, but 8 for a grand total of 24 hours is so much easier than using 8 for 8 hours, because you're getting more hours even when you sleep with this specific tip, which is then gonna lead us into tip number 3. Tip number 3 is gonna be all about where you play the event and the start of the event. So obviously in a circular type of park, downtown area, wherever that is, being in a downtown area is better, because then you have more access to stops to be able to get you more Roggenrola potentials coming from those stops. I would suggest that you guys do also not catch Pokemon 30 minutes beforehand, because all of those caught Pokemon are not gonna be on the map, and those caught Pokemon could turn into Roggenrola, which could then be shiny. Do not complete any field research from 12:01 a.m. all the way until 2. You do not want to complete any of the research, because if you complete it, it will not be there when Roggenrola Comm Day starts. It will just be void. And then also let's talk about the Mega that you should use. So you have one option for the Mega, if hopefully you have it at Mega level 3, and that is going to be Aerodactyl. Mega Aerodactyl is a rock and flying type Pokemon, and that will help you get the boosted XL candy to get you the most XL candy you can possibly get coming from Roggenrola in Pokemon Go. So that's the start of the event, leading into during the event, which you're gonna need to know some IVs in tip number 4. Tip number 4 is going to be all about the IVs and PvP IVs for this Pokemon. As of right now, Gigalith is ranked 591 in the Great League, 418 in the Ultra League, and 181 in the Master League. So as of right now, it's really not that great, but Meteor Beam might change that. But I'm still going to give you the PvP IVs to check it out. And if you guys do want all this information, make sure to stay tuned to my social medias at the Trainer Club with 2 Bs on Instagram, Twitter, and you can even check the Comm tab in the YouTube channel to get the graphic. So for the Great League, it's going to be a 0-11-15 for the 100% PvP IV. For the Ultra League, it's going to be 0-13-15, and just remember 15-15-15 will be the meta attackers and the Master League. And then Roggenrola, coming from field research, 100% IV will be 5-16, and the Boldore will be 8-69, but then also it will be coming as an encounter in the research quest line, which we will check out to see if it's worth $1. But then also coming from raid battles, because it's going to be a tier 4 raid, it will have 2 100% IVs. Number 1 is going to be under every condition but partly cloudy at 11.59, and then boosted and partly cloudy weather will be 14.49 for the Boldore 100% IV coming from the raid battles, and then the Gigalith coming from field research will be 13.83. So those are going to be all the IVs that you do need to know for Roggenrola Comm Day, which is then going to lead us to tip number 5. Tip number 5 is going to be finishing up the event and going into overtime. Guys, just remember, you are going to get the raids of the Boldore. Do those, but you're also going to want to have some trades potentially, or maybe if you want to swap with a lucky friend and get a shiny Roggenrola to be able to evolve it into Gigalith, because remember, you can get Meteor Beam all the way until 10 p.m. So that's going to be important if you guys do a lucky trade with a friend. But just remember, check out the video up here if you want help to make sure not to do any interactions until that lucky trade happens with that friend, because then you could re-trigger lucky friends, and that's pretty cool. And then just remember, if you do want more XL candy or more potentials at getting luckies, you can trade with people. If you're trading with somebody that's over 100 kilometers after this event is done with, you will have the opportunity to be able to evolve it in December to get the Comm Day. So no need to use an elite TM on this Pokemon. Just save that Pokemon and save it all the way until December. And on the December wrap-up Comm Days, which is usually 2 days, you will be able to evolve to get that moveset. So that's pretty much everything to do with Roggenrola Comm Day. Focus on the shinies. The eggs are very important with this quarter hatch distance. And then finally, the shiny is amazing, the Boldore Raids, and going in between with the Mega Aerodactyl to squeeze out as much XL candy as possible. So thank you guys for tuning in as always. To all my likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members, everybody who takes their support, subscription, and participation to the next level, I'm gonna see you guys out in the next video. Peace. want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.